Welcome back to DCW! Welcome everybody to episode 12 of the DCW Universe Mode here on the WRESTLEDUDE YouTube channel for another jam-packed, exciting episode here tonight with a main event with major world title implications. Jon Moxley takes on his former tag team partner in another lifetime, Seth Rollins, in our main event. But kicking off the show tonight, we have the return of Braun Strowman to in-ring action against the greatest pro wrestler of all time, Orange Cassidy. He makes his in-ring debut here tonight against a very angry Braun Strowman, who after seeing Eric Rowan get attacked on a previous episode of DCW, which we are still not able to report on what's happened to Eric Rowan, considering we were never able to recover where Eric Rowan was attacked. Somewhere in the boiler room, we know, from that arena. But we still have not found out where Eric Rowan is. But Braun Strowman said that he wants Bray Wyatt. He wants The Fiend. Braun Strowman, no longer the puppet. He believes that he has surpassed his former master of Bray Wyatt, and now Braun Strowman believes that Bray Wyatt wants to come after him. Because he is angered by that. Braun Strowman showing his frustrations here tonight against Orange Cassidy. You know, normally Orange Cassidy isn't really taking over this quickly. He's the 5-star bout machine. The 6-star bout machine, Orange Cassidy, freshly squeezed. I've never seen him be dominated like this. Cassidy, if lifted up with ease onto his shoulders. And there's the running power slam by Braun Strowman. And Cassidy, cover 1, 2, 3, that's it. Wow, Braun Strowman, quick victory over Orange Cassidy, you know, maybe Orange Cassidy just wasn't ready. Maybe he didn't drink his orange juice this morning. Braun Strowman with one running power slam to Orange Cassidy and puts him away. I'm still impressed that his sunglasses never came off. That's impressive. Braun Strowman is on the hunt for the Fiend. And Braun Strowman with a quick victory here tonight over Orange Cassidy. And you gotta wonder what's going through Braun Strowman's mind. Wait, what? Oh no, we gotta get a camera in the backstage area. Apparently something is going down. The Fiend is attacking again. This time he is attacking Luke Harper. Luke Harper being attacked, there you see, backstage by the locker room area. And the Fiend again attacking another former Wyatt family member. The Fiend attacking Luke Harper. Braun Strowman's got to do something. I'll have to sign that caliber matchup for Backlash. Braun Strowman versus The Fiend. But coming up next, the DCW Women's Champion Bianca Belair will be at ringside with Ruby Riott as she takes on Asuka. Asuka being very outspoken, saying that she has not seen any impressiveness from the EST of DCW here. And Bianca Belair seemingly wants to get a closer look at her future challenger. Ruby Riott, one hell of a competitor here, going up against Asuka. Asuka, huge slap to the face. Are you serious? Already into the Asuka lock? No way. Asuka with a huge tap-out victory over Ruby Riott. And Asuka staring a hole at Bianca Belair. That is a new record. Asuka breaking her own record for the quickest victory in DCW history. Holy cow. Ruby Riott thankfully tapped out quickly as to not get an injury, or perhaps she might have picked up an injury. But Asuka celebrating here in the face of Bianca Belair, who once again plays second fiddle to the Empress of Tomorrow. And Bianca Belair staring on as Asuka just looks at Ruby Riott, who thankfully is getting back to her feet under her own power. And Asuka. Oh no. Kick to the head of Ruby Riott. Sending a clear message to the DCW Women's Champion, Bianca Belair. Asuka seems like she's ready for Bianca Belair, but Belair is not ready for Asuka. Man, well, from one title situation to another, next week it will be Hawkins and Ryder versus the War Raiders for the DCW Tag Team titles. I cannot wait to see that. But let's take a look at one of the future stars coming to DCW. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Prince is back. Finn Balor will be coming to DCW very, very soon. But tonight, it is our main event of the evening, 15-minute time limit, Jon Moxley versus Seth Rollins. And I can now reveal the implications of this matchup. The winner will face off against Johnny Gargano for the World's Heavyweight Championship at Backlash. Johnny Gargano and Jon Moxley seemingly were in a rivalry, and though Seth Rollins somehow implemented himself in this with his rivalry with Jon Moxley, so I'm killing two birds with one stone here tonight. Jon Moxley versus Seth Rollins to settle their rivalry, and then we will have a clear number one contender for the World's Heavyweight Championship against the champion Johnny Gargano, heading into our next pay-per-view event, Backlash, which will be episode number 15. Oh, Jon Moxley sent right into the edge of the announcer's table. Seth Rollins, a very accomplished athlete, although very arrogant as of late, especially since Jon Moxley has come to DCW. You saw Seth Rollins come out and attack Jon Moxley. Oh, Seth Rollins, look at the big knee. Moxley able to move out of the way. That's what's going to be interesting between these two. They know each other very, very well. Remember, in another life, Jon Moxley was known as Dean Ambrose and was the tag team partner of Seth Rollins before Rollins would turn on him and their old Shield buddy Roman Reigns, who is still out of action with an injury caused by Jon Moxley. It's that we have no timetable on whether or not Roman Reigns will return, or when he will, even if he is allowed. But Jon Moxley knows a lot about Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins knows a lot about Jon Moxley. Oh, huge kick to the head of Moxley. And you know Johnny Gargano's got to be watching this matchup too to see who his future contender will be. Seth Rollins trying to keep Moxley down. Super kick to the gut. Moxley is not a man that you can just keep down easily. Oh, huge moonsault there. Directly into a pin. One. Oh, good kick out. Moxley, ever since leaving WWE, has become a New Japan United States champion. He's been revered by some of the most angry commenters on the internet when it comes to professional wrestling. And he's been one of the biggest signings in the world going to AEW. But now he's here in DCW, where the best of the best fight each other. From AEW, WWE, NXT, New Japan, all of them are coming at you. And Jon Moxley is loving it. He says, the more people I get to fight, the more people I get to bring pain and punishment upon. And it just so happens that one of those men is his old running mate, Seth Rollins. And Jon Moxley, oh, gave him the finger guns. You know something dangerous was going to happen there. Knee off the skull of Moxley by Rollins. Moxley, oh, set up for the curb stomp. Oh, Seth Rollins, look for the curb stomp. Moxley able to move out of the way and sends Rollins chest first into the corner. And Moxley, he's a very different man than how he was in WWE. He is more unhinged and more dangerous than ever. You know, in WWE, he said it himself as Dean Ambrose. He was a nerd, or at least people called him a nerd, and then he got mad about it. He was a guy pushing around hot dog carts and leaving championships in taxis. Definitely not what Jon Moxley is all about. Moxley is all about pure, unadulterated violence. But here tonight, he has to stay within the rules here tonight in order to become the number one contender to Johnny Gargano's World Heavyweight Championship. Ooh. Straight shots right to the head. Jon Moxley, ooh, straight shots again. Oh, Rollins meets him with the elbow, and there you see the bounce back clothesline by Jon Moxley. And there you see it. Rollins laid out from that huge clothesline. Oh, looking for the paradigm shift. Seth Rollins able to shake it off and nails a drop kick. Seth Rollins sends Moxley into the corner. Almost called him Ambrose. This is definitely not any Ambrose. Seth Rollins setting him up top, perhaps for that top rope Falcon Arrow combo. It looks like we're about to see it. Oh, superplex rolls through, and the Falcon Arrow by Rollins, nailing Jon Moxley into the mat. And Moxley, oh my God, Moxley just stood right up, caught Rollins off guard. Paradigm shift! Paradigm shift after standing right up from the superplex and the Falcon Arrow combo. Moxley somehow able to shake it off, but he landed hard. No, a kick out by Rollins out of the paradigm shift. Jeez, imagine if Moxley got the win that quickly. Like I said, Moxley has endured a lot of pain in his career, but Rollins able to meet him there. Reverses another paradigm shift attempt and nails a super kick right on the jaw. Rollins into his own pin. 1, 2. No, a kick out by Moxley this time. Moxley, I believe, took a lot of punishment from that superplex and the Falcon Arrow, but it was when he landed from the paradigm shift that really took that impact. Oh, Rollins misses with the curb stomp setup kick. Moxley driving Rollins into the corner. And Moxley's going to have to stay on him here. Bouncing him off the corner. Big bulldog, both hands in the scraggly hair of Seth Rollins. And Moxley's setting up Rollins for something off the top rope. Moxley sees Rollins up to his feet. Rollins tossing Moxley off the top rope. And Rollins is now the man in control. The architect. Everything is going according to plan. It seemingly is. Sling blade by Rollins. And Rollins going up top, perhaps looking for the frog splash from across the ring. Huge frog splash to Moxley. Cover. 1, 2. No, a kick out by Moxley. And it's very interesting, since coming to DCW, Jon Moxley has utilized the steel chair against the likes of Johnny Gargano and Seth Rollins, where it was Seth Rollins who became synonymous with a steel chair after turning his back on Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns in WWE. But now here tonight, these are two entirely different men from that day. Jon Moxley is an entirely different athlete, able to put his body on the line and do anything to win the matchup with moves like this. The elbow off the jaw, the suicide dive through the ropes. And Seth Rollins gets taken down on the outside. Jon Moxley now has the advantage. And Rollins sent back into the ring. Jon Moxley once again perched on the top rope. You know what he loves to utilize here? That top rope elbow drop. Can he nail it though? He's a long ways away. Caught the edge of the elbow. Right onto Rollins, right onto his chest. Could that be enough? A little sloppy, but is it successful? No, it is not. Rollins able to kick out. Didn't catch all that elbow, but enough to get the 2 count. And Rollins able to counter again out of the paradigm shift. Super kick. Rollins now with the setup kick. Here we go. Curb stomp to Moxley. Curb stomp to Moxley. Cover. 1, 2. No, a kick out by Moxley. 2 3/4 at least. At least. And Moxley able to kick out. Seth Rollins bad-mouthing Moxley, telling him he should have stayed down. But you know Moxley isn't going to. Moxley bulldog into the mat. Oh, look at this. Moxley suplexing Rollins into the corner. Very nasty landing there. And the corners of the rings are very hard wood. It's where all the metal of the ring and all the wood in the ring meet in the corners. It doesn't make it that much sturdy. Not a lot of bounce to it. Very thin padding. And Jon Moxley utilizing that with just a simple suplex. Very good ring psychology. And now Rollins. Oh, Rollins. Superplexed off the top rope from Jon Moxley. Oh, And Moxley now going to try and utilize a submission hold, trying to rip the leg of Rollins directly off of him. Rollins in a load of punishment here. And the time limit is counting down. We are less than 10 minutes left in this match. Moxley and Rollins are going to have to utilize some big moves here. I mean, they already have. They've already kicked out of each other's finishing maneuvers, the paradigm shift and the curb stomp. They're going to have to try and utilize those maneuvers again. Rollins now lining up Moxley for the buckle bomb in the corner. And Rollins making his partner buckle. Oh, or perhaps momentarily, Jon Moxley chopped to the chest. Moxley swinging for the fences. Oh, Moxley spinning him around. Knee right to the skull. And Moxley again up to the top rope. And again, Moxley driving the elbow, this time into the leg of Rollins. And Rollins uses that leg to deliver the curb stomp. Perhaps Moxley trying to take that move out of his arsenal. Moxley looking for a suplex. Rollins answers with a knee. Oh, and another one to the temple of the nose of Moxley. Rollins trying to shake some feeling back into his leg. A super kick. And there's the flash of red. The dangerous flash of red. You never want to see that in a match. Rollins now lining up Moxley, perhaps for his own paradigm shift. Moxley able to counter out. And Moxley sets him up. That's Dirty Deeds. Dirty Deeds. The move of Dean Ambrose. Planting Seth Rollins on the mat. And now Moxley trying to drag him back towards the center of the ring for a pinfall attempt. Referee's right there. 1, 2. No, a kick out by Rollins. Again, I gotta question what on earth is going to keep one of these men down against the other. They've known each other for such a long time. I believe this is the longest any match in DCW history has gone. And it does not surprise me that it's between these two men. This is all about a world title match against Johnny Gargano. Seth Rollins with very limited time here on DCW. He's making the most out of his options here. Rollins, massive frog splash again, but this time Moxley gets the knees up. Jon Moxley sending Rollins into the corner. And what is Moxley setting him up for here? Huge slap to the face by Moxley, and now setting him up on that top rope. What the hell? Precarious situation here for Rollins. Oh man, driving the knees into the gut of Rollins. I don't think I've ever seen Moxley do that. But I mean, hey, desperate times call for desperate measures. Here we go, cover. 1, 2, 3, no! Rollins able to kick out from those double knees off the top rope into the chest. And now Moxley pointing the gun, pulling the trigger. Will it be enough? Moxley daring Rollins to get back to his feet. And Rollins was obliging, but then Moxley put him right back down. Oh, Rollins. Oh! A neck breaker to Moxley. Desperation maneuver there. We got 3 minutes left in this contest. One of these men is going to go on to face Johnny Gargano for the world title. Will it be Rollins? No! Moxley says no. And Jon Moxley, oh, hearing the words of Rollins get ticked off. Moxley back up to his feet again. Moxley is a rage of fury right now. Rollins retreats to the corner, but it's a bad place because Moxley runs right in. Bulldog. And Moxley lining up Rollins. We've got about 2 or 3 minutes left in this contest. Face first goes Rollins. Moxley trying to keep his wits about him. 2 minutes remaining. Moxley looking for a powerbomb. Rollins, great counter. Oh, Rollins with a drop kick in the corner. And Moxley is down again. One of these men has got to win this match. I don't even know what would happen if we went to a time limit draw. Rollins now positioning Jon Moxley on the outside. And Rollins lining him up. Suicida to the outside through the middle ropes. But Rollins has got to get him back in the ring. Rollins now lining up Moxley for something on the outside. The ripcord knee. But that's on the outside. You can't pin your opponent there. but it will do damage to Jon Moxley, who is already bleeding from the side of the head and the top of the head, it looks like. Maybe a cut on the nose as well. We now have like a minute and 10 seconds left. Seth Rollins has got to stick and move here. Moxley trying to find an opening. Rollins lining up for the knee again. Moxley moved out of the way. Great counter by Moxley. Dropping the knee, or dropping Rollins' head right onto his knee again. Moxley now, half Nelson, or a half Boston Crab on the injured leg of Rollins. Remember the elbow drop to the leg of Rollins, causing damage. Moxley's going to have to lock it in harder. We're less than a minute left in this match. Seth Rollins kicks Moxley off, and Moxley's head is a bloody mess. Rollins rolling up Moxley. Super kick on the jaw. We got 30 seconds left, Seth. What are you doing? This is all for a world title shot, and Rollins is running around the ring like a chicken with his head cut off, trying to line him up for another curb stomp at the leg. Oh, the bad leg of Rollins. We got like 10 seconds left. Seth, pull it back towards the center of the ring. Seth is gassed after all the damage taken. Seth's there. The pinfall can be made. 1, 2, 3. No! It's a time limit draw. The first time ever a time limit draw in DCW. I was not prepared for this. I was expecting a winner. But we have gone to a time limit draw. I don't know what the heck's going to happen. The referee has left the ring. Moxley and Rollins are staring at each other. They don't know what to do. Both men feel like they should continue the fight, and indeed that's what's going to happen. Moxley and Rollins are continuing the fight even after the time limit draw. And Moxley, knocking Rollins out of the ring. I don't know what this means. This was a #1 contenders match. I don't know what this means. Who's the #1 contender? I might have to think over this. Oh, man. Rollins and Moxley. Okay, we got to get this fight out. Someone get security. We got to break this up. Guys, I will have to figure out who is the #1 contender to the World Heavyweight Championship. Find out on the next episode of DCW, as once again we leave you with a brawl between Moxley and Rollins.